Hello! Okay, today we are going to talk about transition colors. The color that goes between your lid and your brow bone. We're also going to talk about a quick and simple look that you can pull off using 2, maybe 3 shadows. That's it. So, stick around. All right, we are going to start with the color Laid Back. This is just a really clean color. It's a peachy matte color. All of these colors are going to be matte that I am using today because I do want them to be age appropriate. When you're 40, 50, 60, 70, even 80, you start to pull away from the shimmers and the metallics just a little bit. Now, I am not saying somebody in their 40s cannot be wearing metallics because girl, you know I could rock metallics, but it is easier to transition with matte colors, okay? They tend to be a little more age appropriate. They tend to work with any type of social event, anything that you're going to, whether you're hanging out with your girlfriends, taking the kids to school, hanging out at the kids' school, going into work, working in an office, doesn't matter. Mattes tend to be very easy to transition to the environment that you're in, okay? So, this is the color Laid Back, like I said. It is kind of a peachy color. It's almost like an off-white, honestly. There is zero shimmer, like I said, it is a matte. Now, we are just doing a soft wash over the entire lid, okay? This is just gonna give us a nice, clean slate for a very, very simple look. Once you have your clean slate, you're gonna want your transition color. Now, what's a transition color? It's that color that goes between the lid and the brow bone, basically in the crease. So I am choosing a color called Nimble. It is like a nutmeg, it's just a nutmeggy brown color. Now, when you choose a transition color, it is super important to only go about 1 shade darker than your actual skin color. So as you see, it's not a lot darker than my skin color. It is darker, but it's not a lot darker, okay? And this is a cool color. This color works really good for most people, okay? So we're gonna try and recreate this look over here. We've already washed with that Laid Back color. Now we're gonna take that great Nimble color and just like a fluffy crease brush, and we're gonna go into the crease. And we actually are going into the crease, okay? Sometimes people go above the crease, but I really want you to go into the crease. And very rarely do you hear me say this, but we are gonna use the good old-fashioned windshield wiper method back and forth. You can do this when your shadows are matte. When they are shimmer or metallic or glitter, you really can't do this motion because you're gonna fling all that glitter everywhere. And unless you're trying to go for a Tinkerbell effect, you don't really wanna be doing that. So you're grabbing Nimble and you are going back and forth in the crease. Now I'm gonna blow your mind here for a second because you've never seen me do this, okay? For those of us who are aging and we have lids that are starting to droop, it's super important that we start creating definition and opening those eyes up. So, are you ready? We're going into that crease, but then we're taking it up to the nose. I know. What? Up into the nose. This is gonna create a shadow that's actually going to open our eye back up. Isn't that wild? Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit more in. Okay, back and forth into the crease. And it's okay, you can take it up onto that brow bone just a little bit. We just don't wanna go too high with it, okay? So, just make sure you remember, every time you do that swish, swish, swish it onto the nose, because the nose knows. All right. Now, honestly, you could leave it. You could leave it right here and call it good. Now, we're gonna kick it up a notch, but if you were leaving it right here, I would go back in with that laid back color and just clean up my base, because you're gonna get a little bit of that brown falling onto your lid, and you just wanna brighten that back up. Boom. So seriously, that could be your look, but it's not. We're gonna deepen this color using a tool. Now you may have a bottle like this, doesn't have to be this brand, this is just my concealer, but any type of concealer or any product, it could even be like a primer, just something that has a nice crisp edge to it, okay? You ready? You're going to use this as a guide. You're going to line it up with the corner of your eye to the outside of your brow. Okay, now hold on. I gotta get ready here. Okay, I'm ready. We're gonna deepen this eye color up. I'm using a nice chocolate brown and a crease brush. I'm only gonna use this brush for just a really quick period of time. So if you don't have a crease brush, it's totally okay. You can make do with pretty much any brush. I happen to have one, so I'm gonna use it. So I'm gonna go in, grab some of this color. It is intense, so I do have to shake the color off. Okay, otherwise it is just too much. Girlfriend, it's too much. So we're gonna line this back up. Okay, I am looking into the mirror, okay? We're gonna line this up with our brow. Now, I do like to open my eyes up because I'm quickly running out of hands, right? So if I do this with my eyes like that, the shadow's it's gonna sit on top and it's not gonna go in where I want it. So I'm gonna open my eyes up while I do this application, okay? Here we go. So we're gonna go right here, just into the corner of the eye. And this is gonna be a super sloppy application, that's okay. You're basically just wanting to get it where it needs to be. Don't worry about it being blended. Think of this as your template, okay? Then you're gonna remove it and look at that crisp line. Is that not the best trick ever? Love it. So now we're gonna go in and we're not gonna soften this line up. We're just gonna go in and soften the color up, okay? We're gonna drag it over just a little bit and start making some swirly motions. Now, I'm not gonna lie. For blending, I do like a nice poofy brush. So I'm gonna go in and just blend with a softer, poofier brush. Look at how easy that was. 3 colors and a gorgeous look, right? Now, can you see how it just opened my eyes up by creating that clean line? It's like, hey, I've had 8 hours of sleep every night for the past 10 years. If you're a mom, you know how funny that is. So, let's blend this out just a little bit. Now, I don't want to go too dark with this color, so here's what I'm going to do. I just cleaned my brush off. I'm going to go back in with that transition color, right? That color that's very similar to my skin color. And I'm going to soften this. Just going to soften it. Okay, right back in the crease, softening this color up. What do we think? Is this not gorgeous? Now, we're gonna brighten it back up just like we did after step 2 earlier. We're gonna go back in with that laid back, okay? And just apply this onto the lid to freshen it up. What do we think? Is this not a gorgeous look? It's perfection. It is perfection. If you have aging eyes, if you're over 30, if your lids are starting to droop, if you need a work appropriate eye look, this is for you. But we're not done. We're going to line the lid and throw on some mascara. So I'm gonna go put my eyeliner on. I'll be right back. All right, I just lined my eye in this great espresso colored liner. It's a nice deep brown color. I went from where my lashes start, so I didn't go all the way in, just where my lashes start, all the way to the edge. That's it, okay? Now, to line my under eyes, I'm gonna take a shadow liner brush. I'm gonna go in with that same espresso color, and I'm going to line using the shadow. And again, I'm only taking it to where my lashes end. I'm not bringing it all the way over. Now, why do I like to line my lower lid with a powder? Well, as we age, we tend to develop oils up under our eyes, and those oils can make your liners smudge. And I don't like smudge. So I use a powder which will absorb the oil and stay in place all day. Mind blown, right? I know. Okay, I'm gonna put my, I'm so excited. I'm gonna go put my mascara. Okay, my mascara is on. My look is finished. What do we think? It's perfection. It's simple, it's clean, it is perfect. 3 simple colors. I wonder if I can hold these all up. Probably not. I'm good, but I'm not that good. 2 simple colors for the very first part of the look, right? We did a nice matte, peachy, almost eggshell color all over the lid and brow bone. Then we added Nimble into the crease. This was our transition color. Remember, you want it to be just a little darker than your natural skin tone. And then we beefed it up. I think I can do this. Then we beefed it up with this great chocolate brown. It is the perfect trifecta of colors, okay? That just deepened up the corner of the eye, allowing our eye to pop open again. It's perfect. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. I'm gonna try and get more and more videos loaded up here onto YouTube. If any of these products are products that you don't have in your makeup drawer, I will be posting in the comments links where you can get them. Have an amazing day. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to, like I said, be loading more looks and videos onto my YouTube page. And I love to specialize in makeup for busy mamas, working women, and aging skin. It's real. We're all there. Have a great day.